Hi guys, and welcome to our video for today, the 28th January 2026. Let's go through the watch list, what is on it, how we trade it, and what is next for these stocks. Starting here on FEED, feed, obviously caught a plus 55% move on this one, so not bad. Falling wedge breakout against the one-day resistance, whilst above all moving averages. Caught this one in pre-market, as you can see, above the ATMA light blue line, Bollinger Band Center orange line, and therefore 65% more likely to be above it when it broke out. And yeah, rose up plus 55% on this one, so not bad. And yeah, entered around here, 9:20 Eastern Time, 9:15. So yeah, as you can see, entered here at 2:15 UK time, which is 9:15 Eastern Time. I'm in the UK, Manchester. And yeah, entered around 1.6. Stop loss was 1.44, never hit. And my first target was 8 to 10%. And yeah, sold first. It's on 90% there at the first target. Then it rose 55% ever more. And then we'll see just a break-even trade in PDWIN above also, as you can see. So yeah, two trades in pre-market, one green, one break-even, and we'll get into the other one later. But as you can see, we've already traded it, had a 55% move. So what is actually next though on FEED, feed? So turning off extended hours data because it can be more easily manipulated, extended hours data. Looking at it for a day trade in the 5-minute time frame on this sort of basis, I would measure from the up thrust here 2.58 and then draw a negative trend line and converge that into a falling wedge formation here. And we need at least 3 touches beside the wedge from a trend of consolidation, which we do have here. And the push over 2.5 would see us, a 1 minute candle close over 2.5 for a 2-3% push over 2.5, that is specifically, would see us run at least 8% on this one and gradually come up towards 3. So I have an 8% first target with a push over 2.5 on this by 2-3%, or a full 1 minute candle close over 2.5 for an entry. And yeah, it looks good. However, if we were to lose 1.6 in this one, our entry point, then I would think this one is done. It did tease losing it here a little bit, but I think it would be done next time. The 60 EMA is climbing up, and if we lose 1.6, the 60 EMA are probably going to be lost anyway. And I do think it's done if it loses 1.6 completely on the 5-minute time frame, and that would extend to all of the time frames as well. So for a day trade, it looks good over 2.5. So keep an eye on that if you see it in time. But going to the 4-hour time frame, what is next for this stock, and what do we need for it to hold overnight? So I'm going to shove another resistance in whilst we speak, just at 3.65. And for holding this overnight, what you want a 4-hour candle close over 2.5 to engulf the death cross of the 60 exponential moving average here, and yeah, just for a 4-hour candle close over the resistance of 2.5 to enable holding this overnight. So that can be by 1:30 or 4 p.m. Eastern Time today or tomorrow, and gradually that'll see us continue towards 3 at the least for a plus 15% move. But I think ultimately towards 3.65 and have like a 35% first target on this if we have a 4-hour candle close over 2.5 for an entry. Just currently rejecting from it, so it would be good to confirm an entry upon it, flip resistance into support, as well as getting over the 60 EMA here and eradicating the death cross. So yeah, it looks good. And again, 1.6 the key level not to lose on this free stop loss. And then going to daily time frame on feed over here, I would focus on the 4-hour first. But again, it's the same point stands really. Our daily close over 2.5 will see us continue towards 3, and I'd just change that target. So this is good about these videos, as we can change our opinion as we go across the time frames and show you how I trade. So a daily close or 4-hour close over 2.5, I'd be looking to sell before this 1-day 60 EMA here, big resistance around 3.3. So I'd look to sell around 3.25 just to be safe, 3.2. I'd call it 25% first target. So a 4-hour or 1-day close over 2.5 for a short-term swing trade, or maybe a longer-term swing trade. If we get a daily close over 2.5, we'll see a 25% first target on this. And again, if we lose 1.6, do think we're done on this one. So that's feed. It looks good, more so for a day trade, but keep your eyes peeled for a swing trade. And coming on to SLGB, so we caught this one in market hours. Like I said, I had 2 trades today in pre-market, 1 break-even, 1 win. Then I caught a nice win here on SLGB for plus 33%, I think it was. Yeah, essentially 33% from 3.15 to 4.22. And falling wedge breakout again against 1-day resistance here of 3.15 above the light blue line. The ATMA once we broke out, and above the orange line, the Bollinger Band Center once we broke out, and volume of at least 80,000 per minute candle for sufficient enough duration in volume, and 3 touches beside the wedge for mature enough consolidation beneath the resistance prior to the breakout. And just to show you here, so we're going to send the watch list through for live trading, and we call this one in live trading with audio. All of the ones are done without audio in the morning. So I'll go and talk for an hour and a half in the live trading session, and we caught this one live here, SLGB. So I entered 3.15, stop loss of 2.9. It hit 2.91. We stayed in the trade, and then we sold 90% that first target on this one. So as you can see here, it came down to 2.91, ever so close to stopping us out. But that's the purpose of the stop loss, to keep you in the trade, without coming down too far and wrecking your account. So yeah, anyway, we've caught this one, 33%, not bad, on the runners. So what's next? So going on the 5-minute time frame, what we need here is a 1-minute candle close or a 2-3% pushover 4 for an entry. Currently in a big falling wedge formation, consolidating beneath the resistance of 4, and then we're going to be above the orange line, Bollinger Band center, and therefore 65% more likely to be above the orange line once we reclaim it, and above the blue line, ATMA, for once we break over 4. And also we're going to be above the Bollinger Band top here when 95% price action takes place. So if you do break this line, the navy line, again 95% of price action takes place within it. So if you were to break it, a big explosive move can happen, probably into the first target. So we're looking for an 8% move for first target, once you break over 4 with that criteria for a day trade. And on this, I think this one, if it loses 2.6, you lose 60 EMA, and you're losing support, and you're coming down to like 2.2 and probably 2, and back to where it came from originally on this one. So if it loses 2.6, it is done. SLGB. So get rid of this then. That's your day trade analysis. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame, and 4-hour candle close over 4 would see it continue over the next few 4-hour candles. So 4-hour close over 4 by 1:30 or 4 p.m. today or tomorrow Eastern time. We'll see it continue towards 5.1 at least, and that's a plus 20% first target on this one. Maybe we go on the daily and we change our minds, but yeah, that's what I'll be looking for, to hold this overnight. I wouldn't hold it overnight if it didn't have the 4-hour candle close over 4, and I'd be looking for a 20% target from that point onwards, if it were to do so. And then going to daily time frame, oh wow, a daily close over 4 would be really good, because you'd be engulfing the 200 EMA, and yeah, just daily close over 4 would see us continue towards 5.1 and ultimately 6, I think, on this. I think if we get daily close over 4, we're going to hit 6. So again, a plus 40% sort of move from the entry point, really, by the time you get filled. So I'll have a 40% first target if we get a daily close over 4. If we only get a 4-hour and not a daily, I'd go for 25% sort of first target. But if we get a daily close over 4, I'd have a 40%. Let me just double check. Yeah, 40% first target on SLGB. And again, only a daily or 4-hour close over 4, invalid if it doesn't do that. Obviously the day trade for 8% on the 5-minute. So that's SLGB. Don't want to lose 2.6 either, otherwise it's done. So there's 3 trades for me today, 2 wins, 1 break even. So no losses, 100%. So obviously I've not traded this one then, which is TIRX, Tian Ruraksang Holdings Limited. So I'm going to put in do something a bit different, go on the 15-minute time frame, or maybe the 30-minute time frame. I'll put in a 30-minute falling wedge formation here, currently riding the ATMA, the weakest indicator in the chart. So if it's using that as a support basis, the weakest support possible, then it must be light and ready to spring back up, isn't it? So yeah, a 30-minute falling wedge, and I'll be waiting for a 1-minute candle close or a 2-3% pushover, 0.85 for an entry on this for a plus 8% move. Seems like a long way away, but volume can easily come into this. Just patience is needed. Maybe one for the afternoon from 1 p.m. Eastern time onwards on here. And if we lose 0.6, we're done on this completely. So I wouldn't want to be in this beneath 2.6. Wouldn't want to be in this beneath 0.6. Excuse me. And a push beyond 0.85 would see us run at least 8% for a first target. So if we lose 0.6 again, this one is done. So getting rid of this formation here. Going to the 4-hour, and yeah, it looks good. So a 4-hour close over 0.85 will see us, turn a resistance into a support and trend back up towards $1.05, 105, and ultimately for a death cross retest the 200 exponential moving average. Oh, sorry, 200 simple moving average just here. So yeah, a 4-hour close over 0.85 should see us continue a good 30% or so. So if we get a 4-hour candle close over 0.85, I'd have a 30% target from that point, and it would allow me to hold it overnight. I wouldn't hold this overnight if I didn't have a 4-hour candle close over 0.85 by 1:30 or 4 p.m. today or tomorrow on this one, Eastern time that is. And again, over beneath 0.6 is no good. A daily close over 0.85 would also be good, and see it continue towards that 200 MA around 1.2. So I'll still have a 30% sort of first target. And let me just double check. It's 0.85 into here. Yeah, 30%. So I'd have a 30% first target also with the daily close over 0.85, but it'd be a lot stronger. So maybe you could sell 50% of the first target because you'd be engulfing the 60 EMA here, which is currently rejecting from, showing indecision, indecisiveness to break beyond this 0.85 to 60 EMA, and representing selling and weakness, and ultimately wick-off distribution, which we have a seminar on in our seminar channel for people to understand. So daily close over 0.85 should see continue at least 30% on this one, and beneath 0.6 is no good. This one looks really good for a swing trade if we do get that move over 0.85 on the 4-hour or daily. And again, on the 5-minute, I'll say that it's not as good for a day trade. Main watching here for the 4-hour and daily is what I'm mainly watching here over 0.85 for the bigger move. So yeah, that is my watch list for today. 2 good trades there. If you want day trades from me and 3 other day traders, Pro Trader, Phoenix and Fox, you can join the Discord. If you don't want that and you want swing trades, we've got 3 expert swing traders, Dan, Pedro and Ghost. And if you want options, we've got 3 options channels from Donny, Table Bandit and Limitless on your options trader. So plenty going around. And we've also got commodities chat and looking to trade commodities as well. So we can maybe do some trade reviews, seminars, live trading, and publicize our trading journals for commodities as well, which we already do. So yeah, check us out, link in the video description and the Twitter bio. So thanks guys, and catch you all later.